And during the weekends, I used to like randomly sit for contests or solve data structure algorithm problems, different competitive programming contests, even for like 6 to 7 hours. So I've done
Okay.
that. And apart from that,
Yeah.
I think one thing that helped was the daily life training sessions of
Yeah.
different like companies, different unseen problem of different companies, online assessments. I
Okay.
think practicing those questions helped me strengthen my like concepts more, even more
हाँ,
for the
या एक बात मैं कहना चाहूंगा गाइस कि अभिज्ञान इज फ्रॉम यूएसए, सो इस टाइम जोन इज डिफरेंट. सो आई यूज टू टेक क्लासेस एट 8 p.m. तो भी वो हमेशा मैनेज करके क्लास आ जाते थे. इवन आई वाज शॉक्ड हाउ वाज ही डूइंग दैट. लाइक इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स वर गेटिंग एब्सेंट बट ही वाज नॉट गेटिंग एब्सेंट. ओके, सो ग्रेट जॉब अभिज्ञान. So hello guys, with the name of God Ram Ram, we have to solve this Codeforces E problem. The name of the problem is friendly gifts. Now the thing is that the number of submissions on this problem are very less, but this problem is very easy to solve. Now why are the submissions less? Because this problem involves some kind of implementation, and I am suspecting that the AI models did not do the correct implementation, or maybe they used an extra login factor which caused a TLE in this problem. So I could not understand why the submissions are so less. This is actually a basic type of question. It is given at level E. If you solve this problem in the contest, you can become expert on code forces. Assuming you are not doing any kind of cheating. 90% of the users do cheating, so we cannot, judge them or talk about them. So now, what are they saying? They are saying that you are given an array. You have to find two non-overlapping good arrays. Okay, okay, that's it. So guys, first let's discuss the definition of a good array. Okay, so this is the link to the problem, and I have not solved this problem in advance, though I told you not to disclose it, but I am disclosing it myself. I have not solved this problem before, but we will immediately do it. This is the link to the document, and let's quickly start solving it. So we just need to define what is a good array. So guys, what is a good array? It is written in the question. You can go through it and you can try to understand what is a good array. Today is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday, so tomorrow also there will be session for you. You can open the document and that's it. Ram Ram. Let's start the procedure. So question is saying that some arrays are called as good arrays. So what is a good array? Good array. Good array is nothing but an array which has the numbers in it. But all a good array is a array which has numbers from smallest to biggest in any order, but each number should be coming only for one time. So good array is nothing but a permutation of numbers. It is a permutation of numbers from L to R. Wow! Congratulations. Where L and R is not decided, it's totally dependent upon you. So let me write here 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Guys, write good if you think this array is good, and write bad if you think this array is bad. So that's it, guys. Please use your brain and write the answer in the Google chat. I know your IQ and intelligence is good. So is this good array or is this bad array? Write the answer in the Google chat quickly. This is good. Okay, nice. So this is good. Life is going good. Nice. Awesome. Why is this good? Because it has all the numbers in the range 5 to 11. That's why this is a good array. If there are all the numbers in any range L to R in this array, this is a good array, but at the same time each number should be coming for exactly one time. Each number should be coming for exactly one time. I want to stimulate your mind and your thinking process so you can go leaps ahead. So that's it. Now I will try to confuse you. You have to tell me, is this a good array or a bad array? Okay. So this array is given to you. Please, everyone, use your brain and tell me that whether this is a good array or a bad array. And guys, be very fast, okay? I am going this slow because I'm assuming there might be some beginners in DSA in the meeting. So quickly tell me this is good or bad. See, I will tell you that I think it is good because all the elements are there from L to R, right? Where L is 6 and R is 10. So all the numbers are there from 6 to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is it good or is it bad? Write the answer in the Google chat. I have said something rhyming. Is it good or is it bad? Write the answer in the Google chat. Can anyone give the reason why is this bad? It is following the condition now of L to R. All the numbers of L to R are existing where L is 6, R is 10. Why did you call it bad? Give me the valid reason in the Google chat. Yeah, duplicates are not allowed. Common sense. So, common sense is these days not that common actually. So, duplicates are not allowed and 6 is coming multiple times. So, this is a bad array. Not good, this is bad. So, let's talk about the actual question. Actual question is asking you Actual question is asking you that given an array, detect if a good subarray exists. That's it. So anyone can do it even while sleeping. So you will just given an array and you have to detect if a good subarray exists. First we will try to solve this task. Okay, this is very easy to do. Very easy to do. Apart from that, next question is little bit complicated, but not really complicated. If you are able to solve the easy version, I'm always saying that try to make the question easy. So when they were saying that try to find two non-overlapping good subarrays of the array of maximum sum length, what I did is I made it easy for myself and I said that forget about two subarrays constraint. I don't care about it. Can I at least find a single good subarray? Good. Now the next task will be next task. We will solve it later. Alligator. Next task is find two good subarrays which are non-overlapping. They should not touch each other. Both of them should have same size. Both of them should have same size. I hope it is written in the problem also. Yeah, both of them should have the same size. Try to find maximum size two good subarrays. That's it. That's all that they want. But guys, if you're able to do this, they want something more. Dil mange more. If you're able to do all this tamjam, then they want that the two big good subarrays which you find, the two big good subarrays which you find, the two big good subarrays which you find should be able to marry each other and form a good array again. So I have written marry each other so I can, मैं normal words लिखता तो तुम कहाँ ध्यान देते? Just to catch your attention. So whichever two big good subarrays which you are finding, when you join them, they should also make a good array only. So the two big good subarrays which you find, if you join them with each other, they should also form a good array again. So this is the link of the document. Everyone please have this document with you, or else doing the analysis will be difficult. So yeah, we have understood all this. We are understanding that there are three parts to the question, right? Guys, everyone please open this document, because later on you people only message me that sir, where are the codes and where is the document? Then I will not reply to you. You know now how many people message me on a daily basis. So please open this document right now and save it somewhere. Save this document for your own help. Now listen. Okay. We understand that there are three parts to the question. First part, good. Second part, okay. Third part, okay. So use your brain and tell me guys, which part should we solve first? We are given three parts of the question. Which part should we try to solve first? Write its answer in the Google chat. Should we do first part, second part, or third part? Use common sense. We have to do the first part. Nice to see you, Govind. Now, listen. How can you detect if a good subarray exists? So let me show you some exotic esoteric stuff. I'm giving you an array. Tell me if a good subarray exists. 5, 5, 10, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 10, 9, 8. This is the array given to you. All of you have to write in the Google chat yes or no. Does a good subarray exist? If I am taking one based indexing, does a good subarray exist? We have to check whether a good subarray exists or not. Okay. So that's it. राइट यस और नो एंड आफ्टर राइटिंग यस और नो गाइस बताइए मुझे वो कौन सा सब एरे है जो गुड है. गुड सब एरे की क्या खासियत होती है वो आप जानते हो, मुझसे बार बार पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है. So use your brain and tell me in the Google chat immediately if there is a good subarray. If yes, tell me what is that subarray. 4 to 7, someone is saying 4 to 7, someone is saying 4 to 8. 4 is also a good subarray. 4 to 7 is also a good subarray because it is having all the elements 2, 3, 4, 5. But 4 to 8 is the biggest good subarray, right? Why? Because it has all the elements from 1 to 5. So if there is a permutation of numbers available from L to R, it is a good subarray. So that's it. How will we find a good subarray in a given array? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. You can do this. Yes, Angad, congratulations emojis for you. Angad was able to find another good subarray, which is 1098. But Angad, this is not the largest good subarray. We just want to find a single largest good subarray. This is it. Okay? Clear? Everyone react with emojis if the concept of good subarray is clear to them. So guys, how to write the code to find the good subarray? That's why I have called you in this meeting. So how do we write the code to find the good subarray in the given array? Okay, fine. So we will iterate all length subarrays, right? First we will iterate all the subarrays of length 1. In length 1, every subarray is just a good subarray. You don't need to think. So we will start iterating length 2 subarrays, length 3 subarrays, length 4 subarrays, length 5 subarrays, then eventually a length n subarray, which is the whole array. How will you know? How will you know? How will you know? How will you know whether the subarray from I to j is good or not? Use common sense. This is I, this is j. What will you do? Store all the elements in a hash map. You must be knowing what is a hash map. If you don't know, please complete the prerequisite course, which is the hashing part. I am giving it to you. This is it. Prerequisite. https videsiqna.in. Okay, so guys, you store these numbers in a hash map. Let's say this is the hash map k, or let's call it hash map. Yeah, let's call it hash map k. So it will, this will be the value, this will be the frequency. It will say 5 is coming for one time. Okay. It will also tell you 4 coming for one time. Okay. Then it will tell you 3 coming for one time. Like all the numbers which are coming for one time, right? 5 coming for one time, 4 coming for one time, 3 coming for one time, coming for one time, and 1 coming for one time, right? So if the size of the hash map is equal to the length of the array, and the difference between the smallest element and largest element is the length of the array, then the things are done, right? But I will give you a minute and I will ask you that please tell me, if you can store all the elements from I to j in a hash map, then how will you know whether this was a good subarray or not? Please use your brain and tell me in the Google chat. Giving you guys 1 minute for it. Okay, so yeah guys, do let me know what do you think. Write your thoughts in the Google chat. Okay, please write your thoughts. या ये तो बच्चों वाली बात हो गई ना. अब समझ आया मैं इतने ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ क्यों आया इधर. मेरे को देख के हंसी आ रही थी. ये कैसा क्वेश्चन पूछना चालू कर दिया है. या तो बच्चों का लेवल बहुत लो हो गया होगा इसलिए पूछ लिया. अब मुझे नहीं पता. बट दिस इज श्योरली नॉट गिविंग आंसर्स इन एआई मॉडल प्रॉपरली. नहीं तो इस पे 10-15 हजार सबमिशन होने चाहिए थे. एनीवेज, सो गाइस, या if all hash map elements have one count. But guys, how will you know the largest element and the smallest element in a hash map? Is there any trick for that or any inbuilt function? How will you know the largest and the smallest element? Okay, you can use ordered map. Okay. Good. Nice. So for now, let's keep Yeah. Okay, no problem, no problem. Good. Segment tree, na. Will iteration can keep the largest and smallest. But Gaurav, there is a problem, na. We can pre-calculate. We can pre-calculate the minimum and maximum of all the sub-arrays. गाइस, आप लोग इसके बारे में क्या सोचते हो? क्या आपको प्री कैलकुलेट करना आता है हर सब एरे का मिनिमम मैक्सिमम? सच सच बताना, यस और नो. सॉर्टेड सेट तो मैं भी यूज कर सकता हूं, बट आई एम नॉट यूजिंग इट. आई विल टेल यू व्हाई. फर्स्ट यू गाइस टेल मी यस इन द गूगल चैट. अगर मैं आपको कोई एरे दूं तो क्या आप हर सब एरे का मिनिमम मैक्सिमम मुझे बता सकते हो? क्या इतना कोडिंग करना आता है कि नहीं आता है? यस और नो. क्या आपको सिखाया था ये आपके टीचर ने? Okay. So guys, this is a common sense thing. I will tell you how. You can just pre-calculate. Don't try to use ordered set or tree map or ordered map or sorted set. Can anyone tell me why Kumar K sir is telling you to not use these good data structures to find minimum and maximum of a sequence of numbers? Because they will add log n to your complexity. Whenever you are giving an online assessment or a code forces contest, you should be very much worried about this, because you can see that the time limit is 3 seconds. log n थोड़ा भी दिक्कत हो गया लास्ट में तो फट जाएगा, कोड फेल हो जाएगा, टीएलई आ जाएगा. कर सकते हैं भाई, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. भगवान आपके साथ है तो आपका log n वाला पास हो जाएगा. But it's better if you can find the max and min in O of one time. That is good for your health by pre-calculating. Okay. So we will assume that we know the mean and max anytime. Sparse table. Yes. Sparse table. Okay. No Govind. Sparse table. Yeah. So log n है ना, इसलिए हमारी फट रही है. Now guys, अब मुझे समझ आया. I take my words back. अब मुझे समझ आया कि ये क्वेश्चन क्यों कम लोग कर पाए. सबने, दिखती बात है, सबने सॉर्टेड सेट यूज किया होगा, राइट, या ट्री मैप यूज किया होगा. सबके फैक्टर में लॉग एन आया होगा, सबको टीएलई आया होगा, और सबका दिमाग खराब हुआ होगा. आई एम श्योर अबाउट इट. कोई कोई लोग बच गए होंगे जावा पाइथन वाले, बट सी प्लस प्लस वालों की लग सकती है if you use a sorted set here, okay, or if you use a normal map here, tree map or sorted map. Clear? Anyways, guys, now what we will do is that we will create a sparse table. Okay, so this, okay, focus here. So I will just create a 2D array. Focus ij should tell me what, like, I will call it as min. Okay, so min of ij should tell me what, minimum of all the numbers from I to j. Okay, guys, focus. Minimum of all the numbers from I to j. And then max of ij should tell me मैक्सिमम ऑफ ऑल नंबर्स फ्रॉम आई टू जे. मुझे ये मत पूछना कि सर कैसे कैलकुलेट किया, पूछोगे तो बिगिनर बैच भेज दूंगा. एनीवेज, सो दैट्स इट. सो गाइस लिसन, if this is index I and this is index j, all these elements are in a hash map. Okay, k1 having some frequency, k2 having some frequency, k3 having some frequency, k4, k5. You don't need to check what is their frequency. Yes, the frequency will be greater than equal to 1. You don't need to worry about the frequency. Forget about it. You will just find out the minimum element here, and you will try to find out the maximum element here. You will find the minimum element in O of one time, and you will find out the maximum element in O of one time. That's all you need to do. You will find the minimum element in O of one time, and you will find the maximum element in O of one time. Congratulations, great job. Now what? So minimum element is something, maximum element is something. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's say the min is coming as 2 and max is coming as 9. So what is max minus min? Max minus min is what? 7. You are anticipating that all the numbers from 2 to 9 should be there. Array 2 to 9 can only be there if the length of this part is 7, right? So all you will do is
get the mean, get the max, subtract max minus mean, and check if it is matching this length or not. And at the same time, just make sure that your hash map was also has exactly 7 elements. Because if your hash map has 7 elements, it means each element was coming for exactly one time, or else it could not have 7 elements. So I think if all these conditions are satisfied, then our job is done and then we can go to rest. So that's it, guys. We can always know whether a subarray from I to J is good or not. We'll get the mean and max. We will check whether max minus mean is equal to J minus I plus 1. If that is true, we will do one more check, which is max minus mean is equal to the length of that subarray, and length of the subarray is equal to size of the hash map in which the elements have been stored. That's it. Everyone react with emojis if everyone is ready to write the code for this. देखो, तुम कहीं दूसरे टीचर के पास जाते हो, तुमको कोड दिखा के निकाल देता, बट मैं तुमको तुम्हारे सामने कोड लिखवाऊंगा ताकि तुम्हारे दिमाग में घुसे, so you can become expert in CM on code forces. Ready? Let's start writing. So I am writing the pseudo code in front of you. तुम लोग को रिलैक्स नहीं करना है, तुम भी लिखो. भगवान ने हाथ पैर दिए, उसमें से हाथ का यूज करो. 3, 2, 1, start. So n is what? N is the okay. N is the size of the array. One based indexing a of n plus 1. बहुत मजे आ रहे हैं जिंदगी में. Wow. Now, okay, I will declare a 2D array min, where min is yeah. So this will be min of n plus 1, right? Just asking. Yeah. बहुत मजे आने वाले हैं. तैयारी कर लीजिए. कोड लिखिए गाइस. कोड लिखे बिना उड़ मत जाना. कोड नहीं लिखोगे तो फिर इंटरव्यू में कौन कोड लिखेगा? समझ गए बात को? By the way, a very good video has come by Terence Teo, the best mathematician in the world. He explained. वैसे फालतू वीडियोस जो तुम YouTube पे देखते हो उस पे तो बहुत व्यूज होता है. बेस्ट मैथमेटिशियन इन द वर्ल्ड ने वीडियो बनाया. मालूम है कितना व्यूज आया? That video had only 500 views. इससे मुझे पता चल गया कि लोगों का ध्यान किधर है. So the best mathematician has recently made a video. I will send the link to you. He explained how much AI you should use while doing DSA coding and problem solving and mathematics. उसका वीडियो याद से देख लेना. उन्होंने क्लियरली बोला है जो बार बार पढ़ाई करते वक्त AI यूज करेगा तो प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि उसके ब्रेन में फ्रिक्शन क्रिएट नहीं होगा. ब्रेन में कंसेप्ट को पढ़ते टाइम फ्रिक्शन क्रिएट नहीं होगा तो चीजों को डीपली सोच नहीं पाओगे तुम कंसेप्ट के बारे में डीपली. हर बार अगर तुमको कोई आंसर बता दे तो, और क्योंकि तुम डीपली सोच नहीं पा रहे हो तो चीज डीपली तुम्हारे दिमाग में जाएगी नहीं, और वो चीज जब डीपली जाएगी नहीं तो सेम कंसेप्ट पे न्यू क्वेश्चन नहीं कर पाओगे तुम, एंड यू विल गेट अ बैड हैबिट ऑफ ऑलवेज आस्किंग टू एआई rather than using your own brain. That's why whoever comes in my program, I always tell them, जब तक 50 लाख से 1 करोड़ का जॉब नहीं मिल जाता है, AI, don't use AI while doing DSA dev. Only use your raw brain. Reach a very good package, reach a very good level, and then start using AI. Never use AI as a beginner or intermediate, or else you will hamper your own brain and your own thinking skills. Now, so guys, सब कोड लिखो. चलो guys, please start writing code. See, I'm extending this session. मैं चाहूँ तो अभी आगे चले जाऊँ, but मैं कोड लिखूंगा. So guys, how do we calculate the min and max of all the ranges? Let's start the procedure. For loop here. This video will go long, but I don't worry. I is 1. I will go till less than equal to n. I plus plus. Yeah. Yes, bro. So for j will be going from I, j less than equal to n. So yeah, I will declare a m1 variable which will be m0 variable which will be the minimum. So I declare it as positive infinity. M1 variable as the maximum, I declare it as minus infinity. So this is child's play, and m0 is max of m0 is min of m0 comma a of j, and m1 is max of m1 comma a of j. Guys, if everything is correct, react with emojis, okay? If something is wrong, let me know. So min of I to j is m0 because I'm just traveling each subarray and calculating their mean, and max of each subarray is m1. You also please write the code, don't do time pass, ताकि सेशन के बाद कोड ना लिखना पड़े. तो मीन मैक्स कैलकुलेट हो गया, m0 आ गया, m1 आ गया. Now let's travel, or guys react with emojis if the code is fully correct till now. Jaldi jaldi jaldi. I have not solved this problem before, that's why. Good. So now guys we will travel the subarrays of each length. अब मैं चाहूँ तो नॉर्मल ट्रेवलिंग कर सकता हूं, बट दिस विल हेल्प इन द लेटर वर्जन, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गोइंग लेंथ वाइज. और लेंथ इक्वल टू 1 में मेरा कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है यार, चलो कर लेते हैं क्योंकि वो लेटर वर्जन में हेल्प करेगा. सी लेंथ 1 गुड सब एरे ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट, एनी नंबर इज अ गुड सब एरे, राइट? बट लेट्स डू टाइम पास. while length less than equal to, you should start from length equal to 2 actually, but okay. Later on length equal to 1 will help when we are trying to find two non-overlapping subarrays. So guys yeah, okay, for j equal to 1, j less than equal to n, j plus plus. So guys, you have to increase focus in your life because life is given to you only one time, right? So please enjoy properly or else it will get over. So guys, if I am at index j, everyone use your full brain capabilities and tell me what should be index I. Index I will be j minus length, right? J minus length. This is the length, right? We have fixed the length. So j minus length plus 1. Okay, so I will be j minus length plus 1 and we are at index j. So what should we do? I'm just thinking. Yeah, let me think. Should I take that much part or should I? Yeah, let's just do it, Kumar K. You can do it. Okay, so we will focus on the subarray ending at index j. So we want to store all the elements from I to j in a hash map. So how can I do that? I will just insert the jth element, right? I will just insert the jth element in my hash map. So what will I do? Let me create a hash map int comma k1. So guys, I will just insert this element, right? And I will declare the hash map not here but one step below. So डाल दो इसको k1 a of j equal to k1 a of j plus 1. If I want I can write k1 a of j plus plus. मुझे भी आता है, टेंशन मत लो, बट पाइथन वालों को नहीं समझ आएगा इसलिए ऐसा लिखा है इन द सूडो कोड. But guys, you must be knowing that you have to remove some element from the hash map as well, right? So let's start doing the procedures now. Everyone tell me, if I am at index j, this is index I. We know that this length is equal to length. So when I come in the hash map at the jth index, I am putting a of j in my hash map k1. But I need to remove the I minus 1th element from the hash map now, so that only I to j elements remain in the hash map. So what is the possible index I? I is j minus length. अगर length 1 होता तो j minus 1 plus 1. नहीं सिर्फ j minus length, right? ताकि वो पीछे का बंदे को निकालना है ना. ठीक है. So I should be greater than equal to 1, by the way, or else this thing is not going to work. If and only if I is greater than equal to 1, you remove that guy. So your hash map only has elements from I to j. Okay. So yes guys, now you have everything what you wanted in your life. Yeah, you have everything in your hash map. If I is greater than equal to 1, you can remove the ith element, right? So how will you remove that? k1 of k1 of ai equal to k1 of ai minus 1. But be very careful, the noobs will not know in general, the beginners, not the noobs. Beginners. अगर ये वैल्यू जीरो हो जाती है ना, रिमूव इट टोटली. इफ k1 of a of I does become zero after doing that operation, then k1 dot remove the key, completely remove ai from the hash map with the key also, or else the hash map will store a of I as the frequency zero का है. So k1 of a of I equal to k1 of a of I minus 1, and if this has become 0, totally remove it. Now guys, tell me what checks we have to do. Min 1, what is the minimum of this range? Min from I to j. What is the max of this range? Max of I to j. Now, what is the size of the hash map? Size is sz. Size is k1 dot size. Length we already know. So guys, I am going on mute. You guys have to write in the Google chat what conditions should I write. For the subarray from I to j, the minimum element is min 1, maximum element is max 1, size of the hash map is sz. तो बताइए कौन सी कंडीशंस लिखनी पड़ेगी कोड में. Now I will check your IQ and your brain. So everyone start using your brain. You know the minimum element of that subarray. You know the maximum element of that subarray. You also know the size of the hash map which is storing all the elements from I to j. So max 1 minus min 1 should be equal to length. Okay. Yeah. It should be equal to length plus 1, right? कुछ ऐसा होगा, मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया होगा. एक बार देख ही लेते हैं. If let's say the length is 3, and this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay. So max minus min plus 1 should be equal to length, right? And whatever this length is, this length should be equal to size, right? So if max 1 minus min 1 plus 1, if this thing is equal to sz, and sz is equal to length, then yes, a good subarray. हो गया गाइस, क्वेश्चन खत्म. मजे आ गए, भर के मजे आ गए. ग्रेट जॉब, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व. सो डन. ओके guys, everyone write correct in the Google chat and give me the validation that this pseudo code is almost correct. We don't need to worry. If something needs to be fixed, a person can fix it after watching the video, right? So just write correct ताकि मैं आगे जा सकूं. करेक्ट है सब कुछ ना? ठीक है, चलो. ओके, थैंक यू. So guys, now let's go to the second part. You can see how we are solving Codeforces E problem now. Okay, so this done. और इस बार मैंने आपको इस टाइप से पढ़ाया है कि आप खुद भी इसका कोड लिख सकते हो immediately. So okay, logic done. Now guys, we have to deal with the second part, or let's solve the final version directly now. Final version हमसे क्या कहना चाहता है? पहली बात तो ये, हनी सिंह वाला गाना नहीं गाना है. So final version is what? Final version is find two good subarrays. They should not touch each other. And there is one more requirement, and actually that is a very basic requirement. You will start laughing once you see that requirement. Still, I will tell you. Let's say this is an array. This is a good subarray G1, and this is a good subarray G2. Can G1 and G2 be called a valid? Can G1 G2 become a valid pair of non-overlapping subarrays? Yes, right? Because this is also good, this is also good, and they are not touching each other. But still they are not valid. G1 G2 is not a valid selection. You have to find a valid selection. Why? Because after joining G1 plus G2 should also be good. 2, 3, 5, 6 is not good because 2, 3, 4 is missing. So guys, do you now understand the question? We have to find G1, G2 such that they are non-intersecting. and G1 plus G2 is also good. So guys, please write this requirement in the Google chat, everyone. We have to find G1 and G2 such that they are non-intersecting and G1 plus G2 is also good. Write this thing in the Google chat and give me the validation that you understand. I only go ahead in the live training when I'm damn sure that each person understood and each person is writing the code. क्योंकि मुझे रोज 40 प्लस एलपीए के सिलेक्शन करवाने हैं, तो तुमसे जबरदस्ती काम करवाना बहुत जरूरी है, नहीं तो तुम काम नहीं करोगे. Because I have to give you a transformation, not just information. So everyone in the meeting start writing what is the next task. यहाँ तक सबको समझ आ ही गया होगा. We have to find G1, G2 such that they are non-intersecting and G1 plus G2 is also good. जैसे प्राहा ने लिखा है, बाकी सब लोग भी मेहनत करना चालू करो. Nitin, don't write the direct formula. Guys, write, we have to find G1, G2 such that they are non-intersecting. No problem, Nitin. And G1 plus G2 should also be good. G1 plus G2 should also be good if you try to join it. Okay? I am very stubborn guy. 3-4 लोग से मुझे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. कम से कम 10 लोगों ने लिखा होना चाहिए. 6 लोग ने लिख दिया. Good. A few more people guys write in the Google chat. Only then I will go ahead. तब तक मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ. G1, G2 should be good and G1 plus G2 should also be good. And who will write non-intersecting, Sahil? और 2 लोग को ये चीजें लिखनी पड़ेगी. Then the session will go ahead. तब तक मैं देखता हूँ LinkedIn पे कितना लाइक्स आया है. 20-30 लाइक तो हो ही गया होगा, या 25-30 हो गया एज एक्सपेक्टेड. गुड, ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम्स. 49 मिनट्स किसने किया है? 32. गुड, ओके. अब गाइस, हाँ चलो, तो गाइस हाउ विल वी सॉल्व इट? मैं क्यों आंसर बताऊं? सारा आंसर तुम ही बताओगे. मैं पक गया हूं, मैं नहीं बताऊंगा आंसर. सो listen, you are on index J. You are only focused on the subarrays whose length is equal to length. You find index I. You know that this is equal to length. You also know that this is good because you have checked in your hash map. You check all the conditions, bro. This is good. So this subarray is good. This subarray is good. How can you find that there is a good subarray somewhere in the past like this, which can make a valid relationship with that good? So you will have to search for another good subarray of same length. So guys, can you all tell me the another good subarray you have to search in which range? From 1 to index I minus 1. If our current subarray is good subarray is from I to J, it is common sense कि इसका जो बॉयफ्रेंड या गर्लफ्रेंड जो लेफ्ट में आ रहा है वो 1 से I minus 1 के अंदर ही होना चाहिए ताकि अपन को टच ना करे. If our current subarray is from I to J and the length is length and it is good, then the partner of this subarray should be in the range from 1 to I minus 1. So basically you have to find a good subarray in 1 to I minus 1. Everyone write the range 1 to I minus 1. Okay. 1 to I minus 1. Everyone write that, guys. Okay. I'm not writing these statements in the Google document. So if our subarray is from I to J, the other subarray, we have to find a partnership. That subarray will be in the range 1 to I minus 1. Everyone write 1 comma I minus 1. And let me know if you understood this. अगर किसको समझ नहीं आया तो मुझे बात करने में पूछ लेना. अगर हमारा करंट subarray I से J तक है, लेंथ जिसकी लेंथ है और वो गुड भी है, तो इसका भाई या बहन लेफ्ट में मिलेगा. लेफ्ट में 1 से I minus 1 में मिलेगा. अब ये मत बोलना कि सर आप राइट में क्यों नहीं ढूंढ रहे हो. मेरे को राइट में ढूंढने का कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. Because if I consider all the subarrays like this, then all the possibilities will automatically get covered. I don't need to worry. So just fix the current subarray and try to search its partner on the left. The partner on the left should be from 1 to I minus 1. So how will we detect where are the good subarrays from 1 to I minus 1? Very easy. बच्चों वाला काम है ये. Why? If you are reaching J, you must have traveled the previous partner. You can store in another hash map all the previous indices. where a good sabere was ending. That's it. आप बस आराम से स्टोर कर सकते हो कि अच्छे अच्छे सवेरे कहां कहां एंड हुए थे और आपका काम खत्म हो जाएगा. ओके, सो बेसिकली if this good savere starts at index I1, let's say it starts at I1, this good savere ends at J1, so I will create a new hash map. That hash map will store J1. If J1 exists in the hash map, आपका तो काम बन गया ना भाई, हो गया, आपका लाइफ सेट हो गया. J1 exists in the hash map and J1 should be less than equal less than I. That's it. So what I'm trying to say is that there can be many good subarrays. What I will do is, see, this is I, this is J. I'm trying to explain you visually. No one is doing this on in any course or YouTube. So listen. आप इस ये वाले क्वेश्चन का कहीं भी एक्सप्लेनेशन देख लेना, सब ने 15 मिनट में सुलटा दिया. 2 घंटे के लिए सिर्फ मैं ही बता रहा हूं पूरे धरती पर, तो ध्यान से सुनिए. सो I to J, good. Let's say there is one more good sabere from I1 to J1. There is one more good sabere from I2 to J2. So let's say blue is the part you have traveled this much part. So your K2 hash map should store what? Can anyone tell me? Any intelligent person in the meeting? K2 hash map will store J1 and J2. इससे ये पता चलेगा कि इन इंडाइसिस पे एक गुड सबेरे एंड हो रहा था, इन इंडाइसिस पे गुड सबेरे एंड हो रहा था. So K2 hash map basically stores the end indices of the good subareys which we have currently traveled till now. That is the job of K2 hash map. But guys, I will create one more array which is the S array. S array will change your life immediately. Why? S of I0 means no good subarray ends here. But S of J1 will be set to 1 means a good subarray ends at that index. So that's it. Done. Clear? So guys, now everyone please put all your attention and focus. अच्छा हाँ, ये मीटिंग में आए हो तो जो मीटिंग में है याद से ये वाला पोस्ट लाइक कर देना. वैसे सबने कर ही दिया होगा, और जिसने नहीं किया याद से कर लेना. ठीक है. अब so guys, why am I making this S array? Just to make you happy. Intermediate version डिस्कस हो रहा है. Just find वैसे इतना भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट ठीक है. Just find 2 good subarrays which are non-intersecting. I will create S array, okay, filled with all zeros. If S of J1 is 1, this means what? This means what? A good subarray exists from I1 to J1. That's it. If S of J1 is 1, it means a good subarray exists which is ending at this index. Everyone react with emojis if this concept is clear in their brain. Clear? You will never forget about it. So let's create S array and let's try to solve the intermediate version of the problem. This is a great hashing problem. Okay. तो अब यहाँ पर क्या करना है? कुछ नहीं, मजे करना है. So here I will create the S array inside this length. Okay, so int of S of n plus 1. So the length is fixed, which makes the question easy. All the subarrays we are traveling are of the same length only. Why did I do this? अगर आप चाहते तो n स्क्वायर करके भी ऊपर जैसा फॉर्मूला लगा सकते, ऊपर जैसा फॉर्मेट फॉलो कर सकते थे, बट फिर क्या लेंथ के लोचे हो जाते ना. तो आई एम ट्रेवलिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेंथ. लेंथ इज 1, लेंथ इज n. ओके, नाउ by the way guys, there is a funny thing. Can anyone notice? Length should always go till n by 2 only. नहीं तो 2 subarray जुड़ेंगे कैसे? Okay, so length will only go till n by 2 now. S of n plus 1 is 0. Everyone use your brain and tell me which line number do I need to do a single line editing to update the value of array S. Because I know if I to j is good, this is the if condition, right? तो कौन से लाइन पे लिखूं s of j equal to 1, ये आप लोग मुझे बताओगे, मैं नहीं बताऊंगा. On which line number to write in my code that s of j is 1? S of j is 1 means sub array from I to j is good. Tell me which line. You can see my code, right? So on which line number am I supposed to write s of j equal to 1? अच्छा, ओपन नहीं किया क्या मैंने गूगल चैट? अरे ओपन कर दिया है गाइस. मेरा विश्वास कम मत करो. जब तुम आंसर नहीं लिखते हो तो मुझे लगता है कि लो आईक्यू वाले बच्चे, फिर मेरी फट जाती है कि ये लोग सिलेक्ट कैसे होंगे. आंसर लिखो प्लीज. डोंट प्रूव मी दैट यू आर लो आईक्यू, प्रूव मी दैट यू आर हाई आईक्यू. यस, प्रियंका गुप्ता हैज गिवन द करेक्ट आंसर. श्याम भरद्वाज हैज आल्सो गिवन द करेक्ट आंसर. बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या आप नशे करने में बिजी हो या मोबाइल खोल के टाइम पास कर रहे हो? बताइए मुझे. ऐसे आपको लगेगा 50 लाख का जॉब. जो 37 नहीं लिख सकता हो उसको 50 लाख का जॉब क्या लगेगा? सिर्फ ये याद रखना, सिर्फ 6 लोगों ने लिखा है. दीज आर द ओनली डिजर्विंग पीपल. बाकी लोग सेशन में आए हैं गाइस, बट आपका काम नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि आप में 1-2 घंटा फोकस करने का पावर नहीं है. 50 लाख में अमेजोन का जॉब करोगे, उधर बैठ के रील्स थोड़ी देखने के लिए बुलाया है. भारी भरकम काम देते और बताते भी नहीं है कैसे करना है. कैसे मैंने अमेजोन झेला है मुझे ही पता है. तुमको वहां जॉब लग भी गई तो भी ले ऑफ हो जाओगे अगर ध्यान देना नहीं आया तो. इसलिए बोल रहा हूं ध्यान दो मेरे सेशन में. फ्यूचर में मैनेजर बताएगा भी नहीं काम कैसे करना है बिकॉज ऑफ एआई. फिर क्या करोगे? इसलिए अभी ध्यान दे दो ताकि बाद में डिफिकल्टी ना हो. गुड. 37. नाइस नाइस नाइस. गुड. सो on line number 37 I am writing here s of j equal to 1. Good. So now I want to know, can I have a girlfriend or boyfriend, or can I have a partner? So can I have a partner on the left? What does this mean? In the range from 1 to I minus 1, is there any s of j1 equal to 1 such that j1 is in the range 1 to I minus 1? Guys, do you realize what I'm trying to do? I am damn sure you are fully clear what I'm trying to do. Okay, and that was the only reason why I created that S array. Okay, so this is j, this is I. I recently came to know that this is good. From index 1 to I minus 1, if I am able to find any j1 here such that this is 1, it means I am able to find the index such that a good subarray is ending. So yeah, see, they two can partner up. But how will I know whether any s value is equal to 1 or not in this range? I need to store all these values in another hash map K2. But K2 should only store what? Whenever s of j is 1, na, you store it in a hash map. You store it in a hash map. But the hash map should only store the values of the numbers from range 1 to I minus 1. So you have to be damn careful. हो सकता है इसके आगे की values, let's say this is a J2. This is also good, but you cannot store it. So this is the full crux of the problem कि आपको smartly store करना है. You only want in your hash map to have the values in the range 1 to I minus 1 when you are at index J. तो आप बहुत स्मार्ट बनने की कोशिश करेंगे. स्मार्टनेस आपके अंदर भरी हुई है. जे के इधर तामझाम करने के पहले ही फ्यूचर वैल्यू क्या है देख लो ना. मैं जे पर हूं तो मेरा आई क्या होगा? निकाल लिया सर. आई माइनस 1 वैल्यू क्या होगा? निकाल लिया सर. ओनली पुट आई माइनस 1 इन द हैश मैप. वाई? देखो, दिस इज जे माइनस 1, this is I minus 1, and all these values are from 1 to I minus 2. Let's say all the places from 1 to I minus 2, whenever s of j1 is 1, such J1s are stored in my K2 hash map. Okay, now earlier I was happy with I minus 1 to J minus 1. Now I am coming at I, and now my other number will be J. So for I to J, I want the hash map to store the numbers from all the s of j equal to 1 such that those j's are from 1 to I minus 1. So I will only insert the status of the I minus 1 guy in the hash map, because hash map already had the values. हैश मैप ने स्टोर कर रखा है कि जिसका एस वैल्यू 1 है ना, 1 से लेके I माइनस 2 रेंज में, वो हैश मैप K2 ने स्टोर करके रखा है जब तुम्हारा J माइनस 1 पे तुम खड़े होते हो. अब जब तुम J पर हो तो तुमको I माइनस 1 वाला बंदे को भी तो हैश मैप में डालना पड़ेगा ना, ताकि 1 से लेके I माइनस 1 आपके हैश मैप में घुस जाए. Everyone write deep if you can understand this deep concept, that you are using S array, you are using hash map, but you are making sure that your hash map only has the values from range 1 to I minus 1. आगे की वैल्यूज को स्टोर नहीं कर सकते, वाट लग जाएगी नहीं तो. क्लियर? हाँ, ये सब चीजें कोई आपको 2 घंटा बताने के लिए रेडी नहीं है. That's why I'm going inside the implementation details. So guys, K2 hash map comes in the picture. Congratulations. So we have a K2 hash map. हम आलसी नहीं है तो हम K2 हैश मैप फिर से पूरा लिख के डिक्लेयर करेंगे ताकि फीलिंग आए. फीलिंग, यू डोंट हैव टू ब्रिंग फीलिंग्स फॉर गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज, ब्रिंग फीलिंग्स फॉर द क्वेश्चन and then become successful, and then the feelings from girls and boys will be byproduct, don't worry. So hash map int comma int K2. सबसे पहले I को निकालो. अभी जैसे ही मुझे I निकला, अभी I minus 1 वाला बंदा नहीं है, घुसाओ उसको. So if I minus 1 is greater than equal to 1. Check. What will I check? If S of I minus 1 was a good guy, if this was a good guy, just store it in the K2 hash map. K2 of I minus 1 plus plus. That's it. Done. अब कैसे पता चलेगा पार्टनर है कि नहीं? Simple. K2 hash map stores all S of equal to 1 in the range 1 to I minus 1. Okay. So if K2 hash map is non-empty, it means you found a partner. So if, दिखती बात है ना guys, can you tell me what will be the if condition at line number 52? I to j is good. I to j is good, not a problem. And I minus 1, I have stored it in K2 because, yeah, you know, if I minus 1 is existing, if S of I minus 1 is 1, just store it in the K2 hash map. Now, if K2 is non-empty, it means something exists on the left which is good. You can make a partnership with it. So, कौन सी कंडीशन लिखनी है लाइन नंबर 2 पे? आप लोग मुझे बता दो, बाकी मैं इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हूं बताने में, क्योंकि आपको बताना है. If K2 dot non-empty, कैसे लिखते मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है. Yeah, if not equal to K2 dot empty, then done. Okay. अच्छा, हाँ, if K2 dot size greater than equal to 1. Yeah. So दिमाग में घुस गया, समझ आ गया लाइव ट्रेडिंग क्यों आने का उठ के. अब if K2 dot size greater than, अब क्या लिखेंगे? Yes, I found my partner. That's it guys, you found the partner, 2 partners of length. So intermediate version has been solved guys. Give yourself congratulation emojis. Now we have to go to the final version. सब लोगों को समझ आ गया ना intermediate version, how to find 2 good sub-arrays? Very easy, right? 2 good sub-arrays which are at a proper distance, right? Now, yes, I found my partner. Let me change this. R. Now guys, can anyone tell me what is the problem in the, like, what is the extra condition required in the final version? You guys have to tell me. We are now capable of finding any 2 sub-arrays anytime which are non-intersecting of a particular length. उतना सब हमको आता है. अब हमको क्या चाहिए? हमको 20 LPA मिल गया. अब क्या चाहिए हमको? सोचिए, भगवान ने दिमाग दिया, सोचिए. Final version, use your brain. God has given you brain. The final version is same as above, but G1 plus G2 should also be good. That's it. ये तो बच्चों वाली चीज है, but yeah. Whatever partners you are picking, na, the partner should be of your type, right? अब आपको पार्टनर चाहिए, इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी ना कि कोई भी मिल गया उसको उठा लिया, यहां तो यही हो गया, राइट? मैचिंग रियल लाइफ सिचुएशन, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? अगर कोई भी मिल गया तो यस आई फाउंड माय पार्टनर, बट दिस इज नॉट इनफ. Everyone has a type. So you have to find a partner of your type such that if G1 and G2 combines, they also become good. Nice question. So G1 plus G2 should be good too. So guys, what is the condition to VS Ritika? We don't need to take care if they are of the same array, same size or not. Why? Because in this loop we are checking the subarrays of same size only. You never need to worry. Length is fixed. So forget about that constraint. Now everyone use your brain and tell me that if I to J is good and I1 to J1 is also good, what are the conditions required now? So let's say this is min and its max is max. For I1 to J1, let's say it is min 1 max 1. So कुछ तकनीकें हैं जो हमको याद रखनी है. These numbers are from where? These numbers are from mean to max. Then the left range should be, which you are joining, should be from, it should be from mean minus 1 to mean minus length, right? Length is 1, then mean minus 1 to mean minus length, where mean minus 1 should be equal to max 1, means this array ka max 1 should be equal to our sub array ka mean minus 1. डन डनाडन डन. जो आपका पार्टनर है, जो भी आपका पार्टनर है, उसका मैक्स 1 अपने मीन से 1 कम होना चाहिए. अगर ऐसा है तो जुड़ जाएंगे, लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. वाई? दिखती बात है ना. समझो ये है 5 से 8, ये क्या है 5 से 8. अब 5 से 8 किससे जुड़ सकता है? दिमाग लगाना. ये जिससे भी जुड़ेगा उसका लास्ट में तो 4 ही होगा ना भाई. हाँ, और कितना लेंथ का? 5 6 7 8. इट कैन ओनली have an affair with 1 to 4, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if instead of J1 I start storing the maximum of all those good subarrays, काम खत्म. Earlier I was just storing J1, right? Now instead of storing J1, I will store what is the maximum from I1 to J1. If I have those maximum, I can check now. In my hash map, is there any good subarray whose maximum is equal to min minus 1? If yes, done. I have a partner. Everyone write brilliant, brilliant, brilliant in the Google chat if you understand how brilliant this problem is and it makes you think so much, right? Store like this, do hashing like this, right? Now, तो कुछ नहीं करना है. पहले J1 स्टोर कर रहे थे, अब हम क्या स्टोर करेंगे? जब भी हमको गुड सब एरे दिखेगा from I1 to J1, I will not store J1. I will store what was the maximum of this subarray from I1 to J1. I will store all the maximum of all the good subarrays. Then what I want to know, for all the good subarrays from the range 1 to I minus 1, what was their maximum? Did any of that subarrays had a maximum which is equal to my current subarrays min minus 1? If yes, done. So guys, let's do the job. So I am storing the maximum. So initially I will just initialize it all to minus 1e18. Okay, so now you need to be little careful. As of I minus 1, if it is not minus infinity, it means all the numbers are positive, right, in the array. All the numbers are 1 to 6,000, right? So if s of I minus 1 is nothing but a positive integer, if it is a positive integer, it means there was some maximum for it, or else that s of I minus 1 would be negative infinity, right? React with emojis if you're understanding whatever I'm telling you in this meeting. पहले 0 1 स्टोर कर रहे थे, अब माइनस इंफिनिटी यानी है ही नहीं वहां पर गुड सब एरे. बट इफ s of I minus 1 is greater than 0, it means there is some good sub array. Clear? React with emojis guys and give me the confirmation if it is clear to you. Okay, अब K2 of I minus 1 नहीं स्टोर करेंगे, अब हम कुछ और स्टोर करेंगे. I will instead store the value of s of I minus 1. Earlier s was storing what? Yeah. It is all negative infinity. Okay. If s of j1 is greater than 0, a good subarray exists from s1 to j1. And also, if I1 to j1 is good, then s of j1 will store what? Maximum of that subarray from I1 to j1. So you will know that, yeah, there was the subarray who was good and its max was s of j1. So max was s of I minus 1. So K2 of s of I minus 1 plus plus. Wow. मजा आ गया. So K2 of s minus 1 plus plus. Good. Now what will I do here? मुझे पार्टनर चाहिए. I want that. Is there any good subarray on the left in range 1 to I minus 1 such that it will also have some min, it will also have some max, right? It will also have some min 1 and it will also have some max 1, right? I want its max 1 to be equal to my min minus 1. That's it, right? I don't want anything else, right? So I will search in the K2 hash map. If I am able to find min minus 1 in a K2 hash map, that means what? This means a good subarray exists whose maximum is min minus 1. Congratulations. And there might be multiple good subarrays following this. So, done. If K2 of min minus 1 is greater than or equal to 1, yes, we have found the partner. I have not covered all the conditions, but yeah, one condition has been covered and the problem has been solved in n square. Now listen, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा, अब आप मुझे दूसरी कंडीशन बताइए कौन सी होगी. There has to be two conditions. Why? Because it's common sense. If our this is from I to j and this is from 5 to 8, you are happily bonding with I1 to j1, right? You are happily bonding with I1 to j1, which is from 1 to 4. Why? Because its max is our min minus 1. That's why I wrote here, if I'm able to find min minus 1 in the past, that also in the range from 1 to I minus 1 only, I have stored the values. Okay, done. But guys, there is one more case now. 5 to 8 can bond with, it can bond with 9 to 9, 10, 11, 12. So if there is some subarray here, I2 to J2, such that it's a good subarray and its ending is 12, that is also valid. Why? Because though it is on the left hand side, after joining you can shift it to the right hand side and they will live happily together forever. तो इसके लिए क्या तामझाम किया जाए, सोचते हैं. How will you calculate what can be J2 guys? अब आप ही मुझे बताओगे, मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. This is your current mean, this is your current max. So what will be the max of your imaginations? This guy will be max plus 1 and this guy will be max plus length, right? 8 plus 4, 12. So if that is not working out, there is another technique. Else if you are able to find K2 of whatever was our maximum, plus the length of the subarray. If there is any good subarray in the past, whose maximum is our maximum plus length, then also we can do some partnership. So guys, now once you're done, you can find the maximum. You can find the maximum. Whenever this C out condition is working, store the length. And you have to find the maximum such length where this C out condition is getting executed. That's it. Guys, Nitin and everyone else, write done, done, done if everything is clear in this question to you. समझ आ गया ना दूसरा कंडीशन क्यों लिखा? Because it can join with those types of guys also. I did not solve this problem before, but I have done it in front of you now. Clear?